are going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's taken in. It's James Cook. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Picked off by the All-Pro, Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, Jackson pushed out to his right. Now he'll run it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to Throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And now flags come in. This kickoff goes out of bounds. Special teams with a mistake on the kickoff. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford. He'll find his running back, Cook. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. So on come the Ravens. And Greg, what a story again last year. 12-5, 13-4 the year before that. Regular season, they have been as good as almost anyone in the NFL. But it's the story if you're living in the AFC. Get over that hump, whether it's Buffalo or Kansas City. It's hard to get to the big game on this side of the draw.
Oh, there's no question. And I think if you're Baltimore and you're Buffalo and you look around, you say, man, we should have a couple Super Bowl titles. If we were living in a non-Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid era, maybe teams would look at us a little bit different than they do, but they just need to continue to stay the course. Lamar Jackson, one of the best players, regardless of position, in the entire league, multiple-time MVP winner, so they have a Super Bowl roster. Let's make no mistake about it. They need to just continue to hold serve in the regular season, continue to play for division titles, get as many home playoff games as possible. So when the money's on the line and trips to Super Bowl on the line, they need these games to come through Baltimore.
On 3rd down, Jackson. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll run it on 1st down with Henry. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Jackson from the gun on third down. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Pistol formation with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, report!
Again, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and a punt the last time they had. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
To the left side and taken in by down. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
3rd and 3.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
On the handoff. This is Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Looking to set up the screen there, but he decides not to force it, and it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throw on third down, Stafford. Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. It's a nice start to the drive. 8 of 10 and a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Baltimore. Play action now. Jackson forced out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll somehow turn this into an positive. Get out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. From the 41. Here's second down and 9. Now Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So 1 quarter in the books on our first Sunday night telecast of the year. It's the Ravens out front. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Jackson now to throw on first down. Look wide. Get this one complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
second down and 8.
41-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson moving to his right. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That one taken in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Bills nothing. Tiger Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Greg, this AFC East, a division that really has been dominated by the Bills. The 5 straight division titles. It's hard to see who can knock them off that perch right now.
Yeah, and I think until someone decides that that's going to change, I think you just have to assume that Buffalo remains the king. of the East. And I think when you look at the bottom of the division with the Jets and New England, they're clearly in a rebuild. Young quarterbacks, new coaching staffs, trying to kind of get themselves out of the bottom of the division. Miami seems to me, I don't know if they're ready to compete necessarily with Buffalo directly, but Miami is a playoff caliber roster, a playoff caliber team. They've showed it in years past. So if anybody's ready to compete, I think it's Miami. I just don't know, Mike, if they are ready top to bottom over the length of the season to get enough wins to keep pace with a team as good as Buffalo.
And two new coaches at the bottom of the standings last year, the Jets and the Patriots. And, Greg, both guys who played for a long time in the league. And bring a serve picked up by the All-Pro, Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football at their own 40.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll run it with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
On play action, here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Jackson. And this will be caught right sideline, but no, out of bounds. The official says incomplete. Receiver could not get both feet down. And that's going to bring up 4th down. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Bills offense ready to get back to work. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going forward on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball for 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I fail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because I just felt so incomplete when a team, the Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, working his way in to register his first sack of the new season.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Second down, it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Carry for Cook. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down.
A gain of 9.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense make their way out to take over once more. Greg, when you step back and look at this AFC North, Baltimore and Pittsburgh, their rivalry now really for a couple of decades has in so many ways defined this division, and they set the tone for everything that happens when you are in an AFC North game.
And you talk about divisions having identities, they have their culture. Really at the top, Baltimore and Pittsburgh kind of want to play a similar style game, strong on defense, great run game. Obviously, Baltimore adds the extra element with Lamar Jackson. To me, the fascinating thing, though, is what kind of jump can we expect, Mike, from the Cincinnati Bengals?
I agree with you, because if you think about the toughness and the physicality, Cincinnati can put up points in an electrifying fashion, and even and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Jackson now. Oh, this pass rush dials in right now. They get him again. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Bills offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. Pass right side to down. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Stafford. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Short pass taken in by Knox.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Bills are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10. 7 seconds, all that remains till halftime. And the kick is away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he's going to complete this to Waddle, working across the field. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this 1st half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Mitchell. Whoa. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. You know, Greg, early on, it's always new faces in different places. Off-season movement, what caught your eye?
I think there's so many good ones, right? You talk about Stephon Diggs. He ends up in New England, and Cooper Kupp now. He's moving on to Seattle from the Rams, but I think it's the guy the Rams signed to replace him. Davante Adams, I know he's not the youngest anymore, but watching him play in New York with Aaron Rodgers last year with the Jets, he can still run, he can still make every catch, he can still go up and compete at the high point. I think you put Davante Adams with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, in that offense run by Sean McVay. I think that's a sneaky, maybe not a sneaky because he's a really household name, but I think that's a great signing by the Rams.
And always interesting from the offseason, the quarterback movement and unique ties. Some of the biggest names were or now are Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, now the guy that is going to line up behind center for Seattle, Mike, is Sam Darnold. And, of course, we all saw that incredible season he had last year in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell and Justin Jefferson and that really dynamic Vikings offense. So now he goes to Seattle. I think he's going to have an inspired Cooper Kupp. He was let go from the Rams. If he's healthy, he's a big weapon. Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has some pieces in that puzzle that he can push the ball downfield to. So I'm excited to see Sam. That's what everyone thought he was going to be coming out of college when he was a high draft pick with the New York Jets.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Evans. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
17 yards.
They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down. Play action now. Jackson. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This is Henry. That's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
A gain of 7.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Baltimore.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
He'll go right and find his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will dive into the end zone. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Ravens.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
The kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 24, Bills 10. To kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Now, Greg, you start to think about, okay, who are the teams that didn't make the playoffs last year that have a chance this year? Look, it happens every year. We just have to identify who they are. Who are a couple top of mind for you as we start 2025?
As I start in the AFC, I think the Cincinnati Bengals. You got to think the way their season ended last year, they rattle off 5 wins straight, really on the back of Joe Burrow. We could have made the argument if they're a playoff team that Joe Burrow was the best player in the league. I mean, he was incredible. Most weeks, Mike, he single-handedly carried that offense. Now, new defensive coordinator in Al Golden coming from the college ranks. Can he just make that defense in Cincinnati average? Because if they just play a little bit better with that high-profile offense, I think they're a team. They might not win the division with Baltimore, but they're going to be close and maybe at least get one of those wild card spots.
Once you flip it over, who are the guys you watch in the NFC?
You know, I think Dallas is going to find themselves, just the fact that I know the division is difficult. Obviously, Philadelphia remains really strong. Does Washington kind of regress a little bit back now in year 2? They were the high-profile, big splash team of last year. Do they regress to the median? Time will tell. But I think healthy Dallas, healthy Dak, healthy Micah Parsons, like that roster that we saw play last year is not the roster on paper that we expected to see. So I think Dallas has a chance. I think San Francisco always is going to be a team, again, dealt with their own injuries last year with McCaffrey and all the stuff on defense. So I think San Francisco and Dallas are 2 perennial teams we expect to be in the playoff hunt. They missed out last year. I wouldn't be shocked to see them back in it again this year. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He gets this complete to Shakir. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Throwing again is Stafford. Gonna look deep. Looking for more. That is gonna be hauled in. He's got it. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. That is second touchdown now here in the season opener. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills back within 7. It's 24-17. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
Jackson out of the pistol. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. D.J. Jones, the big defensive tackle, with the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Nick Bosa. What a start to the season. His 3rd sack here in week 1. Jackson forced out wide. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here's Stafford. He gets this one to Moore. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Play action now for Stafford. He'll take a deep shot for down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
For Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 39.
Play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
On second down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Third and 2. Stafford. He'll find his running back, Cook. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Anytime it's third and short, you better account for the running back out of the backfield. And that's exactly what they do here. Great job by the defense, taking him down for a loss. Brings up fourth down.
Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Moore going in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3.
Brings up second down.
From the 38 now, here's second and 6. Here's Henry. He'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
And the Raven first down.
On play action, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, what a throw there. Back across the field, but it's still a completion. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run. It's Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
All you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Henry.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
And this is one of those plays, Mike, that's a little tough for the defense to stomach. They got a chance to get off the field, and they just weren't able to get enough penetration to prevent him from picking up the 1 yard that he needed.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second down.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
Another really nice pickup there, Mike, and we've seen them continue to utilize him in the passing game really from the jump, and these are the kind of numbers you traditionally see out of a number 1 receiver, but at least for this game here, he's been their number 1 option in this offense.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. D.J. Jones getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Jackson now on second down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Out of the end zone, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10.
Ready.
Moore going in motion. They'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Here comes second down.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass caught by Shaquille. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up third and 4.
Stafford now on third down. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's first and 10. Stafford to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Humphrey on the coverage.
Moore going in motion. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The rookie from Marshall, Mike Freed. The second-round pick showing that athleticism. He's got a sack here in his debut. Going to need a big play now. Third down and long. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. Stafford to throw it. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Bills first down. And it's a big letdown there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on 4th and long.
So clearly time is not on their side, but with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again.
That is caught side of the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown Buffalo.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession. So they're still alive, but now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy. I don't love the call. When all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Bills going to use their final timeout here, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. On the ground, here's Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed him the most.
And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. 2nd down, they need 3. Play action now. Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens are going to extend their lead.
Bills 23.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a bonus.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. A move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign.
should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it.